Right, this is the Helia gun for the Ts-50 unit. I'm just going to run through a couple of things, just reference the operation of this particular gun. First of all, on the back of the gun, you've got a roll dial. This is numbered 1 to 8, and at the bottom, there's a little groove at the bottom which indicates the actual setting. So this at the moment is on setting 1. Now, basically what setting 1 means is that the trigger won't retract at all on setting 1, and as you can see the needle will not pull back from the end of the nozzle because it's on setting 1. So what we do to adjust the solution output spray, we roll the dial upwards to the next setting. So if I put this now on setting 2, you'll see that the trigger can be retracted slightly more and the needle moves back a little tiny bit at the end. Still not enough for spraying. So we move it up again to setting 4. Setting 4 enables you to pull the trigger back quite a lot further, and the output needle goes backwards into the spray gun as the trigger is pressed. This releases the actual spray from the gun and controls how much spray comes out of the end of the gun. Now if we switch this up to full, which is number 8 on the setting, the trigger will be able to be retracted most of the way back, and the needle will go right back, allowing maximum spray output. So that's basically how you control the spray. If this trigger is not moving on any of the settings, that is generally because this part here is too tight, which is the air cap. Now if I tighten the air cap up, that's very tight now, it prevents the trigger from moving back. So what we need to do is loosen the air cap ring and literally just nip it just so it's just hand tight, not too tight, and that will enable the trigger to be retracted fully. So that's a little troubleshooting point on this gun. Make sure that that is not tightened too much. The next thing on this gun is you've got different sprays here. So you've got the horizontal spray, you've got the vertical spray, and then you've got the airbrush mode or the circular tan mode. Next we come to the solution pot. It's quite a large pot on this. Holds quite a lot of solution, 250ml, but we would advise never to fill over 3/4 full on any cup on any spray machine, just to prevent any leakages around the spray threads. The actual solution pickup tube on the therefore it can pick all the solution up right at the bottom of the cup rather than just in the middle, because obviously when you get down to the remnants at the bottom it goes to the sides of the cup. So great design how the tube's flexible on this particular gun. This actually does come off as well for cleaning, so you can clean that down from time to time and then just pop it back on the gun. When you filled your solution pot up, make sure that you screw the screw thread on level and it's not cross threaded, and then tighten up. Make sure you tighten this good, as that prevents an airtight seal to create the vacuum for spraying. If you've not tightened this up correctly, what will happen, the solution will bubble and you will get leakages round the side of the actual cup itself. So that's the basics of spraying with the Helia gun. Now, as reference cleaning of the Helia gun, what we recommend is after each day's use of the gun, put lukewarm water in there, not too hot, just literally just warm, and then spray through the gun for 2 to 3 minutes until the output is coming out as clear water. That makes sure that the internal chamber of the gun is completely clear from spray tan solution, because if spray tan solution is left inside, as with all guns, it crystallises when warm and creates blockages. It can create the needle to stick, so basically it continually sprays even without the trigger pressed. Or the other big problem that it can create is what we call the freckly tan, where basically as you spray in it comes out freckly at the end. So just make sure that you definitely clean the gun out with warm water at the end of each session's use. Now, internal clean, you can do this every week. It is recommended, just to keep your gun in tip-top condition. And all you do is you take the air cap ring. Both of these have just come off. So we've got all your parts on your instructions diagram that you get with the gun. So we've got the air cap ring that we've just took off. behind the air cap ring is the air cap. Now, the air cap literally just sits on the front of the gun, as shown, with the little indent going in the indent there. So we take that out for cleaning of the gun. Then we've got the plastic switch for the horizontal, vertical or airbrush tanning. That just moves to the middle position and it pops out. Once that's popped out, you get a little tool with your spray gun, with your Helia spray gun, and you just pop the tool in there, and then you just pull gently, and your nozzle, your actual nozzle, will pop out of the gun. Once that's happened, you can pop this tool back in there and turn it anti-clockwise. This will unscrew the needle, which is what retracts to allow the spray out. And then it just unscrews, as so. You can take that out, you can give that a clean down, make sure that that's fully clean, and then pop it back in. And once it's popped back in, you can then tighten it up again by the other side of the tool, literally just getting it round these star-shaped grooves and turning clockwise this time to tighten up. Doesn't have to be really tight, just nip it so it's just tight and you'll be fine with that then. Now, if solution blockages occur in the gun, 99.9% of the time it's down to this little nozzle. The output hole where the spray comes out of is very, very tiny on all professional guns, and that is normally where solution crystallises, dries and prevents spraying. So what you need to do is, once you've removed this nozzle, you need to check and look through the end of it and see whether you can see straight through the little hole at the end. Maybe look up into the light and see whether you can see through. If you can't, or there looks like there's any remnants of tan inside there, simply wash out with warm water, or soak in warm water, pull it out, make sure that it's clean. Possibly if you've got a needle, pop a pin through there or a needle, and that'll clean the nozzle out. And then you literally just pop that back in, push on it, just make sure it's secured in place, and then you pop the parts back on. So we've got the air cap, which going ahead of myself there. We've got the adjuster, which pops back on. Then we've got the air cap, which we need to hold on because it doesn't hold on itself. So hold that on, and then you've got the air cap ring. You literally screw the air cap ring back on. Remember not to over tighten this. And then you're fine there now. You're ready for spraying again now. As you can see, the trigger retracts fully. If you are having problems with all the spray on the gun, it is simply just an issue that the dial is not set correctly, or that this is over tightened. So just double check those couple of things. If the trigger's not retracting, you can try and change the setting from 1 to 8 on here, and each setting will make the trigger move back more up to from 1 to 8. So start off with 1, move back a little bit, 2, little bit more, 3, little bit further, 4, and as I say, the farther back the trigger goes determines how much solution comes out. So even on setting number 8, a professional spray tanner will actually understand the limit of where they pull the trigger back to for different parts of the body. So for example, the output setting on number 8, and I can understand where to pull that to for different parts of the body. So it's basically just getting a judge of the actual gun and the usage on it. But any queries, any questions at any time, just get in touch with us. Our email address is info@spraytan.solutions, and we are available most evenings to get back straight away, but we are actually open 10 AM until 10 PM. Thank you very much.